What up, guys? We're back. UPS man just showed up and brought my rear brake pads. So, just like last video, we got the Power Stop Extremes Z26. We're gonna throw these on the car. Not doing rotors just like I did up front. So, here are the pads. Look like a good quality brake pad. I mean, straightforward, simple job. Go with the pads. High temperature grease for your slides, and then new pad clips. Not really sure why they sent 8, but we'll figure that out as we go. Tools you need, obviously: jack stands, impact. Yes, I'm using a chrome socket, don't really care. 14mm socket, and you'll definitely need this. That's from Harbor Freight. The piston and the caliper, you have to twist it in, and if you use just a regular C-clamp, you will destroy your piston and destroy your caliper. So what you do, obviously it's supported and everything. 14mm socket, bust these two guys off. Another thing to watch when you're doing brakes, especially with slides, sometimes these retainers, they will push off and they'll actually just slide. So sometimes you gotta hold them and then take the bolt out. Not a big deal, quick and easy. So there's one, come around for 2. Again, these pads have 15,000 miles on them, give or take. So there's that. We'll probably end up taking this off. But, so yeah, that was the one pad that flew off already. They're kind of cooked. Figured if I'm doing the fronts, I'm going to do the rears. Also, the OEM pads have these retainers. The new pads, those retainers go in these little holes. The new pads do not, so we will not be using those. So now, got those out. Toss those to the side. Let's take a look at our clips. So they're giving us a bigger one. Looks like it'll be this bag, the bigger stuff. So I'm gonna put the GoPro on the head, and I'll show you how to compress this caliper. This thing is awfully dirty. The whole underside, I mean, a lot of track passes, so there's a lot of rubber under here. So show you how to do this, and be a quick one. All right, so to swap over these brackets, this is the old one, this is the new one. Do the same thing. A little bit different here, but that's all right. All you do, pull them down, garbage, come around, you'll see the groove, come in and just press it on. One thing to keep in mind, these are slightly, how would you say it, adjustable. They move side to side. So what you want to do is make sure your rotor's not touching, because these will scrape and, you know, it's not going to be a good time. So we're all good there. I'm going to show you how to compress the piston. Here's the kit from Harbor Freight. It's like 50 bucks. So I'm using the number 6 compressing disc. And what you do, just come in here, put the 2 slots. The 2 pins are going to line up in the 2 slots. Hold that in, and then just twist. And there you go. Oh, that rubber seal is not the greatest. We'll see how she goes. because if I end up having to replace the caliper, I'm gonna just go bare brakes at this point. So these go on. The way that the car was brought in, you can tell here, the low brake squealer indicator, whatever you want to call it, squeals when it touches the rotor. That's how you know it's time to change pads. It's on the inner. So come around, slide her in, good to go. Then this is just for testing, just while we're doing this. All right, I need to compress that just a little bit more. Thought we might have been good, but gotta do it a smidge more. So yeah, that is the disc, number 6. That goes around here. There's a little bit of a magnet, holds it in. And yeah, brake pad's falling out. And also being blinded by this light. There's that. It would help. I believe this is a 10mm. It's for the emergency brake. Take that off. I'm just being lazy at this point. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's the old pad. There's a new one. Just clips right on in and slides in. So yeah, that's how you do that. Now I'm going to show you how to grease your slides. So always do this when you're replacing your brakes if it has slide pins. Obviously the front Brembos do not. See that there's grease on it. Just give it a little dab. And then there you go. Pop it in. Get that caliper out of the way. Do the bottom. Same thing. Kind of spread it around. There you go. Go back up. Caliper. And sometimes you gotta mess with the slides while you're doing it, because they slide out and then you're forced to mess with them while you're trying to set the caliper on. Then you just line up these tabs on the slides to the flats. And there you go. And just take your bolt, starter. Same thing up here. I'll line up your tab. And sometimes you gotta jiggle the caliper just to find where the threads are. There you go. 14mm socket. You don't want to go crazy hulking these, because these do slide. Good. And good to go. And that's it. That's all you got to do. It's a quick, easy replacement. This is just pads, obviously. If you want to do the rotor, you're going to pull off the caliper bracket, which there's 2 bolts on the backside, 17 or 19 millimeter. Not exactly sure off the top of my head. Quick, easy job. Same exact pads that I just put on the front of the car yesterday. I'll show you how to bed them. Well, actually, I already have. It's the same way as before. 40 mile an hour, aggressive stop, all the way down to 10 mile an hour. Do that 5 times. Then 35 mile an hour to 5, almost a stop, complete stop, moderate braking, so like normal. And then just let them cool off for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do the other side. The other side is the exact same way. No other changes. Do that. I'll pull it out of the storage unit, bed these pads, and I'll give you my final thoughts of the whole kit, all 4 corners. And then we should be good for the whole year at the track. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, just finished up the rear brakes. All good, no issues. So now I have all 4 corners done on the car, and let me tell you what, this thing stops on a dime. Did the bedding process how you're supposed to, and this thing is definitely stops on a dime. Way better than stock, and compared to what it just was, it's like a whole new car. So I definitely recommend doing that. I mean, I'm at 15,446 miles, hard miles. Since I bought the car, it's been driven hard. So yeah, they did their job. They served their purpose. Next time, so probably next year or year and a half or so, I'll do rotors with it, or who knows, maybe I'll do bare brakes, or you know, aerospace, or whoever else. You never know. So everything's all good, and yeah, that'll be it for this video. Just showed you how to do it all, what tools you need, and everything went well. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to just ask away. I mean, I'm in all the Facebook groups, all that, you know, forum stuff, so I see what people post, and a lot of people don't post accurate information, so I'm just trying to spread what I know that works for me, and you know, go from there. So all you guys doing the job, be safe, use jack stands, don't kill yourself with your jack, because I've definitely seen that before. It's not fun seeing that. So alright, guys, take it easy, and we'll see you on the next one.